What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jennifer, and today I got a girl talk for y'all. Yeah, so I just wanted to do my makeup, and then I just wanted to chit chat. Clearly it's a makeup video and not a hair video, so I don't really need you coming for my hair right now. I know my hair looks a mess. It always looks a mess. Okay, I feel like first things first, lip gloss. Today, what I wanted to talk about is self-love and confidence when growing up in a Caribbean household. All right, so if y'all don't know, now you know. I am a firstborn Haitian American, born in Haiti, came with my parents to America. And yeah, I'm just putting on some moisturizer. I'm not going anywhere. It's literally like 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna wash this off and then get ready for work. I'm a firstborn Haitian, came to America with my parents. And then after that, all my siblings were born in America. I'm the oldest of four, well, five now. Yeah, so we're just gonna tap into that and we're gonna maybe get real deep. First, I wanted to start off by going over like what's the definition of self-love. And when I looked it up in Google, it said that it was the regard for one's well-being and happiness. And I think we all have like a good definition of what confidence is. It's being able to trust in your own ability and trusting that you made the right decision or whatever. So with that being said, grew up, came here with my parents when I was 4, so very Americanized. One light died. I don't know if you guys could tell, but it'll be okay. Grew up very Americanized. I grew up in a predominantly white neighborhood, so there wasn't a lot of Haitian or Black people around me. But if I went like into Boston, like the neighboring like neighborhoods, there was a lot of Haitian people. Like there's a place called Mattapan, full of Haitian people. You can get Haitian food. It's a great time. With that being said, I feel like my parents were also very you know, coming to a new country, you could be scared yourself. Like you don't want your kids to get into any mess. Like Boston is one of the most dangerous places, like compared to New York or maybe even down south Atlanta. But there's stuff that happens everywhere, so that's the most I can say for that. So I felt like my parents were very protective and were very they sheltered me and my sisters, so we didn't really get to experience a lot. And the way we were raised was kind of you're gonna go to school, you're gonna be a nurse, you're gonna get married, and that's gonna be your life. Like that's it. So growing up, I was realizing that I don't want to be a nurse. Like I love school because, again, if you grew up Haitian with Haitian people straight off the boat, or anybody Caribbean straight off the boat, you know they strict when it comes to education. So one, I wasn't really that good in school, and two, growing up with a lot of white people and being compared, I was also very curvy. So I didn't look like everybody else. Like when I was Black, but my body also did not look like everybody else. So it was just a lot of you know, when I would go to like my mom or like any like older adult, they would just tell me like, you're gonna be proud of your body when you're older. Nobody really talks to me about it, so I felt like I was just really lost growing up because I was just being told what to do and nobody was talking to me. There you go. So yeah, didn't do good in school. When I was 18, I was graduating high school, and I was like, okay, so what am I gonna do next? Again, education is really important to my parents, so I was like, I'm gonna go to school, just to go to school so I can make my parents happy. And this is how we're gonna incorporate self-love into this conversation, because I feel like a lot of us Caribbean kids, that's what we do. We do what makes our parents happy and we neglect our own happiness. Well, again, what was that definition of self-love? I'm gonna put it on the screen. So I feel like we spend a lot of time trying to make our parents happy instead of making ourselves happy. And I just want to come here and try to bring some light and teach y'all how to start living yourselves in a Caribbean household. But yeah, so I went on to school to Mass Bay. I did community college for a couple years, and I knew it wasn't for me, but I knew I was making my dad happy. Like, if you ask any of my friends, anybody, they'll say Jennifer, not hated, but I was not like the happiest person when I was attending community college. I was also in a really bad relationship. Like, I don't know, I was just doing what I thought I was supposed to do. Like, I didn't know anything. And then after community college, I'm trying to figure out like what I can do. But again, for my parents, for them to be happy, you either have to be a nurse, a lawyer, something with a big name that they can basically tell all their family and friends, hey, this is what my daughter does. And I was like, I mean, now I work in like social work, and I think that's like makes sense for me, but I was like, I cannot be a nurse. Like, I hate math, I hate science, I hate blood, I hate throw up, I hate poop, like I hate vaccines. I don't like to be around sick people, like, you know what I mean? And I felt really bad saying that, and it was bringing me almost to like anxiety and stress. So after being unhappy for such a long time, I just started thinking to myself, I did end up going to a 4-year and graduating from there, so that's that. But I did end up like trying to have a conversation with myself and being like, girl, what are you gonna do next? So I ended up always finding myself trying to make myself happy for my family. So the only time I was loving myself was not when a guy was loving me like everybody else, was not when I had a bunch of friends, it was when I was pleasing my parents. So say I was in school, I was studying something I didn't want to study, like say nursing. We're gonna drop the nursing thing because I never went that route. We're gonna do what actually happened for me. So let's say after psychology in school, I kind of was teaching for a little bit, and they loved that. They loved to say their daughter was a teacher. So I loved myself, but I hated going to work every day. Like at work, people would probably, like the way people would describe me at work and the way people would describe me outside of work were two different people. So I felt like, I was like, yes, I'm so happy my parents are proud of me. But then also I was feeling like, damn, like, I hate this. What am I gonna do? And whenever I felt that I hate this feeling, that's when shit would kind of go downhill, because then I would start to talk bad about myself. It was almost like I started punishing myself. Like, all that self-love, all that confidence went out the window because I felt like, you know, I was letting my parents down because I didn't want to do it anymore, because I wanted to pursue something else, maybe content creation, maybe entrepreneurship. One thing about me is I hate people telling me what to do. So in a school, the teachers are at the bottom. People are always telling you what to do. People are treating you really bad. Like, there's a reason why teachers quit so much. I'm just gonna say that. So, left teaching, you know, and then I kind of went, that's how I got into the social work field. My dad, they weren't really proud of me. This is where it kind of gets sad. They weren't really proud of me, because social work is kind of like, if you work in social work, you know, it's just a tricky field. Like, I don't know how to explain it. How do I explain it? It's like, people only know the negative. So like, you know, once you hear a social worker, you just think they take kids. So, and you don't get paid a lot. So they're like, how are you gonna live off of this? Like, you're gonna be depending on the government, like, or whatever. And I was like, I don't know, I'm happier here. I wasn't. But I hated teaching and I just had to move on. But that actually made me feel very bottom of the barrel, like disgusting. So my other two sisters, one is going to school to be a nurse and the other one is doing like public health or something. They went to school a 4-year and they dormed or whatever. So whenever they talked about their whenever they talked about, I'm blanking. Why am I blanking? Oh, whenever they just talked about their children, they would always be like, oh, my daughter's a nurse, one is in public health, they're in college, they're doing great. And they'd be like, oh yeah, and Jennifer. And it took a hit to my self-esteem, bitch. When I say took a hit, like I don't know. Like, I felt like I didn't want to have any friends. I didn't deserve friends. I didn't deserve family. I didn't deserve to be here. What was my purpose on earth? So I felt like hit my lowest and I had to find self-love. Okay, so let's get into it. How did I do that, you might ask? And it was really spending time with myself. Like, what do I like to do without my parents? You like to go to the gym, you like to eat healthy, you like to get dressed up, you like to look cute, you like to clean, you like to lay in the bed and watch TV. You do not like to cook for the whole family. And I know and it's not like I don't like to do this, but I've been doing it for years. So like, I felt like I wasn't thinking about myself. You know, if you're the oldest sister, you're not thinking about yourself. You're thinking about everybody always. So I felt like, you know, I wasn't thinking about myself. I was thinking about what my family wanted me to do. So I started spending time with myself. I started going outside with my friends more. I just genuinely stopped giving a fuck. Like, I know that could be bad advice for like a young girl watching, but sometimes, like, yes, you listen to your parents. I'm not telling you to not listen to your parents, but sometimes, like, if you want to go to that party with your friends, girl, go. I was 24, like, I'm not 24, I was 22, terrified of leaving the house to go out with my friends because I knew if I came back, it was going to be a fight with my mom. And I was like, honestly, I can't. I'm tired of fighting. I don't want to fight. What else can I do other than fight with her? And I was just like, honestly, I just had to start sneaking around. Which is, I don't want to give that advice, but you do. You have to start, like, and again, I was doing this at 23. It's not like I was 16 doing it, but if you grew up in a Caribbean household, you know that, like, partying and going out, like, I would be getting ready at 9 o'clock to go. My mom would be like, where are you going? Why at this time? No, stay home. Why? You don't need to be leaving the house at 10 o'clock. I want to leave the house at 10 o'clock. Just joking. But no, seriously, like, you have to start loving yourself outside of your parents' validation. That goes for anybody. If you change yourself for your friends, you have to start loving yourself without your friends being like, oh my god, that's so cool. Oh my god, you should keep doing that. You have to love yourself. If your friends are like, ew, why are you doing that? Don't do that. That's when you really that's real self-love. And you're still doing it. You're still going hard. Say you want to become a singer and your friends are like, you can't sing, and you're like, girl, I can sing, I'm gonna become a singer. That's real self-love. The people that don't love themselves are the people that are like, you're right, like, I can't, maybe you can't sing, okay? But you're like, you know what, you're right, I can't sing, I'm not gonna sing anymore. Girl, what? You're listening to people that easy? No. Do literally what makes you happy and what you want to do without anybody being like, good job, you did that, yo, that's so cool, without anybody giving you any type of validation, because that's how you know you really want to do something. It's not gonna be easy, because if you have people pleasing tendencies, or yeah, you just have people pleasing tendencies. You're gonna want to please them and you're gonna want to make them happy, but at the end of the day, what you have to think about is you're not happy and you're gonna be stuck like that. It's your life. Like, they're gonna move on, your sister's gonna move on, your brother's gonna move on, everybody's gonna move on, and you're gonna be stuck being unhappy because you wanted your parents to be proud of you, when either way they're gonna be proud of you because you're gonna come out on the top. So just remember, and you also have to have the confidence to be able to say, like, hey, like, I know this is what you guys want me to do, but I know I want better and I want more and I'll be happier doing something else. And you have to actually, I hate to say this, but prove it to them. Like, they have to see you doing something. It can't just be like, okay, I don't want to go to school anymore, this is not for me, and then you're sitting at home on the couch eating popcorn. Girl, I would have been like, excuse me, what, who? So for me, I feel like that's what self-love means. You have to have the you have to be able to be like, listen, I'm gonna do me and I don't give a fuck about nobody else. Like, if you guys don't rock with me, you don't rock with me, okay? And then I feel like confidence is having the ability to say that and knowing, like, hey, if these people don't fuck with me, I don't care, I'll find people who do, okay? Because being the firstborn and growing up Caribbean, you're just odd to please people. You're just odd to put everybody first, and listen, I'm tired of it. I'm still learning how to do this. Like, that's why I'm making this video, so maybe when I look back, I'll be like, girl, remember what you told these people? But I really hope I'm making sense, because it's honestly really hard to concentrate. Even if you don't want to go to school, you have to have the confidence to tell your parents and the guts to be like, listen, I don't want to go to school. Like, you have to let them know that's gonna be a waste of your time and money, honestly. I feel like self-love stems from really wanting better for yourself and wanting to be happy. Like, you don't want to hate your life anymore. You know what's crazy? I'm not going anywhere. My makeup looks so good. What if I was going somewhere? This shit would look like doo-doo. This is my, like, traditional everyday, not everyday, but if I'm going out, this is how I'll do my makeup. I feel like it gives soft glam without giving soft glam. That 8, that's cute. Okay, let's get into what self-love is not. All right. It's not changing your ways for somebody else. So again, you want to be an actor, you love acting, you've been thinking about acting for your whole life, you go to your best friends who are from a hometown in the middle of nowhere, and you're like, yo, I'm gonna move to LA to act. And they're like, bitch, are you stupid? Huh? Move to LA to act? You never, be like, people don't do that from where we're from. Like, act. Why would you go to LA and act? Bitch. If that's not the sign to pack your bags and go to LA and act, you need to do that. That's like self-love right there. You're like, yo, fuck y'all. I'm gonna pack my bags and I'm gonna show y'all I'm gonna be the world's best actor. If you had unpacked your bags and went to school and cried every day being a nurse, that's not self-love. You hate yourself. You're lonely and you need other people. I feel like that's just my opinion. I'm sorry if I tickled some feathers, but that's what I feel like. If you do that, no, you hate yourself, you're lonely, you need to be surrounded by people. That is not self-love. It's different. Say you told them you're gonna be living out your car, you had no plan, you just really want to do it, and they're like, hey, you know, wait 3 months, and they give you a real explanation, a real plan. It sounds legit. That's all I gotta say. You know, like, you know deep down what you want to do and what you don't want to do. Don't ever change yourself for someone else. That never made any sense. That will never make any sense to me. But that's it. Also, don't be afraid to say no. To be like, hey, listen, you know, this is actually, like, I have too much on my plate. I can't watch the whole family and pick everybody up from school and cook dinner and be basically the parent right now. I understand that you guys have to work, but I also have my own life too. From experience, that doesn't really turn out the best. But you have to stand up for yourself. If you take anything from this video, please stand up for yourself, bro. Please. That's all I'm saying. Like, not all Caribbeans act like this, but again, being a first generation coming from Haiti with my parents, I just fell into like listening to them about and missing out on so much life because they were scared, or because of their own insecurities, or because they want to be able to brag to their friends about what I did. And it was too much stress to the point where I had to be like, hey, listen, I love you guys, but I can't do this. Like, I can't. I'm gonna lose my mind. Respectfully, I'm gonna lose my mind, my marbles. I'm gonna lose my marbles. Please. We're almost done. That's it. Just do whatever you want to do without the validations of anybody. That's how I would go after self-love. Like, that's how I would. It's self-love is not when your parents are loving you. It's not when your boyfriend is loving you. It's when you're loving yourself through everything, through different weight gains, through acne, through hair changes, through ugly outfits. It's loving yourself through literally everything. So when my parents didn't love me, I didn't love me, okay? But loving myself is loving me. Well, they still love me. I felt like they didn't love me. But loving myself is loving me, even though I feel like I'm not making them proud. That's what I feel like it is for me. So let me know what else you guys want me to talk about. If you guys like these girl talks, if you guys watch them. Yeah, I hope I came across very articulate. I hate saying bitch, damn. My makeup looks so good. I'm a little weirded out that it looks good though. I'm a little, why does it look good? It's because I'm not going anywhere. You know why it looks good? I didn't use any primer. That's why it looks good. All right, guys, that is it for this video. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope y'all are loving yourselves a little bit more. Let me know what you guys want to see in my next video. Follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok. I love y'all. See y'all in the next one. Bye.